You have no other choice.
When shots rang out.
I'm a security officer with PSI. I wanted to report an officer-involved shooting. Tried to run over one of the security officers, and he fired 2 rounds at that vehicle.
Patrol services just shot at my friend's car when he was leaving the gas station.
There's a lot of advice out there about which security jobs can help you advance your career or boost your earnings. But what often gets overlooked are the jobs that are more trouble than they're worth. Today, I'm going to walk you through the top 5 worst security jobs that you need to avoid at all costs. These positions seem tempting at first, but they come with serious downsides, whether it be low pay, high danger, or just being an overall headache. Number 5, the library babysitter. Libraries might seem like calm places to work, but in reality, you're just a glorified babysitter for unruly teens. They'll push your buttons, and because they're minors, you'll have limited options in how you can deal with them. You're stuck calling the police repeatedly, but remove disruptive teens is low on their job queue. And the worst part, the pay is nowhere near worth the hassle, and you'll have virtually no authority to handle the situation effectively, especially if it involves use of force. Number 4, retail scarecrow. You've seen them standing at the front of stores, a glorified receipt checker. Retail security is one of the most thankless jobs. You're treated like part of the scenery by customers, scolded by managers for not being friendly enough. And worst of all, most of these stores don't even let you pursue thieves. Armed security might seem like a better deal, but you'll often find yourself stationed at high crime locations with the pay still not matching the risk. It's just not worth it. Number 3, gas stations, liquor stores, and marijuana dispensaries. These businesses are prime robbery targets. Whether it's cash-heavy gas stations, liquor stores, or marijuana dispensaries, you're at high risk. Weed dispensaries, especially, are often stuck handling large amounts of cash because of banking restrictions, making them robbery magnets. Armed or not, you're likely to be put in situations where you're the only thing standing between a robber and their score. The risk is high, but the pay usually doesn't reflect the danger. Keep the Glock on your hip, locked, loaded, and charged. Number 2, housing projects or low-income apartments. While most people living in these areas are just normal folks trying to make ends meet, crime is a serious problem, and you'll be expected to deal with it alone, often unarmed. These environments are notorious for high crime rates, and even the police are hesitant to respond quickly in these areas. With low pay, no backup, and the expectation to handle everything from fights to vandalism, this is a job that puts you at high risk without proper compensation. Number 1, group homes and juvenile centers. Avoid these like the plague. These jobs are often disguised under titles like direct care provider, but make no mistake, you'll be expected to handle violent, unstable, or mentally disabled individuals with minimal training. Juvenile centers are even worse. You'll get a couple of weeks of training and then be expected to act like a corrections officer, but without the government backing or proper academy training. High stress, hands-on altercations with teenagers, and the constant risk of legal trouble make this the absolute worst job you can take. These are kids with extra legal protections, and any misstep could lead to accusations of neglect or abuse. You'll find yourself defending against fabricated claims, and all this for a paycheck that's nowhere near worth the risk. Posts that require a special breed. These jobs aren't necessarily ones to avoid outright, but they demand a particular personality type and a high tolerance for stress. They can be rewarding for the right person, but they're not for everyone. Hospital security. If you thrive on adrenaline, this might be for you. Hospital security often involves physical altercations, detaining people, and handling injured individuals. The legal liabilities are high, and you need to be well versed in HIPAA, patient rights, and various laws. Some people thrive in this environment, but for others, it's overwhelming. It's up to you to know if this is for you or not. Bouncer and bar security. Similar to hospital security, but with the added chaos of drunk people. Inhibitions are low, well, and patrons are either overly friendly or looking for a fight. Add in the tough guys trying to impress their friends or dates, and you've got a recipe for hands-on altercations every night. If you're up for constant conflict, this might be for you, but it's definitely not for everyone. If you think I missed a category or numbered them incorrectly, let me know in the comments. Check out this video where I analyze a tense situation using real-life body cam footage from a retail officer. Subscribe. Be safe.